Hey there everyone, it's Kitty again, back to you with my second part 2 of the 8-piece sample Gorilla Perfume Sample Set, and this is from LUSH obviously, and it's for $19.95. And pretty much this is the other, the second half, because there was just so many different smells and I wanted to go over them each one individually. So this is just the second half of that, but I want to go ahead and get this started since I'm on a roll right now. I'm like, woo, let's do this. But anyways, this is the first one I want to go over, which is Karma. And this one is pretty much one of the smells that was not one of the new ones from the last year, but was already a smell that's been, and it's such a popular smell that they have the Bubble Bar Karma. I think some body butters and also the soap and also a bath melt. Pretty much they have a whole range of Karma, and the smell is supposed to be patchouli and orange, I believe it's supposed to be. Let's see guys, yep, orange oil and Elemi, E-L-E-M-I. I'm not quite sure what that spells, but yeah, and pretty much it smells like a really, almost like patchouli was to be more of like a citrus kind of, the patchouli is more like the end of the smell versus where you smell off the back more of the orange smell. So I really like Karma. It's one of my new favorite scents, and I think I will be trying the Bubble Bar as soon as I possibly can. So yeah, let's go on to the next smell. Alright. Now on to the second one of my part 2 of my Gorilla scents. This one is in Vanillary, and this is also one of the only other one that was part of the older perfume set. This is pretty much like, think of this like a LUSH original, and this one's called Vanillary. And this one is supposed to be real vanilla and tonka, absolute tonka is pretty much like a burnt caramel kind of a smell. And it does have some jasmine in it. I don't really think I smell jasmine in this. Let me open it and smell it. I guess I can smell a hint of jasmine at the end of the smell, but I definitely do smell more of that burnt, kind of like the burnt sugar kind of a smell, a really soft vanilla sweet type of not really burnt, because I think the burnt caramel smells a little bit stronger, but just a really weaker smell of that with the vanilla touch, and then at the very end you might smell a little bit of that jasmine flavor. So if you like that, you might like this, but to me Vanillary is vanilla. I do still smell the vanilla in this, so I'm not a big vanilla fan, but if you are, this one might be for you, just because it's not a strong vanilla, but it's definitely a nice round smell, like the edges are soft. There's not like a sharp citrus or a sharp tang to this or anything like that. So yeah, let's go to the next one. Alright, on with the third smell, and this one is called the Breath of God. Oh, I forgot to show the colors on the other ones. Oh well, I'll definitely be showing you. I'm sure you guys can see it, but this one's the Breath of God, and this one has that Nereo, lemon, melon, jasmine, rose, vetiver, sandalwood, cedarwood, amber, and musk. So as you can tell, this one has a really interesting kind of a 2-smell thing going on. On LUSH, it does kind of state both of them how the 2 smells. One based on the smoky scents from Tibetan temples when you exhale, and the other is inspired by fresh, clean air of the mountains when you inhale. So that's what it pretty much how they explain the smell of Breath of God. And this one smells more like a cologne, and I definitely really like it how it smells on my honey. I did make him wear this. This one's more of that cologne-y type smell. It definitely has that really, I guess that lemon, whereas musk and amber is at the end, and in the beginning it's more of that, I guess that smokier, deeper kind of a smell. But to me, it's very much so cologne type smell. So yeah, I do like this one on my honey, so I do make him wear it sometimes just because I really like to smell it off of him. So yeah, let me go on to the next one. Almost done. Got one more smell left. Woohoo! Alright, back again to the final and last of the smells. And the reason why I made this one last, which is the Smell of Freedom, is this one, when I researched it, had a really cool story behind it. Or, I take that back, has really cool 3 stories. 3 particularly different stories that I will be linking down below. So underneath the Smell of Freedom, that's where I'll have a link to the each of the stories that Simon had created. And pretty much it has 3 smells to it, and I believe one of them is more like a more of a spicier type. Anyways, before I go too far into it, let me just go over how I believe it smells like to me, and also what the main ingredient or main smell notes that they list on LUSH. Let's see here. To me, it still has more of that cologne-y type smell, but it's, I don't know, it's more like a, oh, it's really hard to really put this one into words because this one's that complex. But anyway, let me just read off the main ingredient list. The lemongrass, lemon, myrtle, nerole, jasmine, ginger, fire tree, clove, black pepper, sandalwood, odor, and orris. I hope I'm saying those things right. But pretty much the 3 stories. The first story is the Smell of Freedom Part 1, Fire Tree. And it's supposed to be more of a... Well, let me just read that first little line that I wanted to read to you guys. I have been in love with Aboriginal culture and art since my school days. This is from Simon writing it. Having taken several trips to Australia, I had begun to get disillusioned with the way such a rich and mystical culture could be decimated by Western living. And obviously go down to the link below to read the rest of that story, but it just goes on about a really strong people that he had to write about on a particular project. Pretty much his project was to have been an olfactory portrait of 3 powerful people. An olfactory, which I had to look up what olfactory meant, but the olfactory system is the sensory system used for olfaction, or which is another name for another way of saying the sense of smell. So that was really cool that I learned that word. But the second story, part 2, is the Old Delhi Station. And also I wanted to read one sentence off of that. Excuse me. A short but powerful man beckons. His name in the Venerable Nawang Yubur, and he is a Tibetan monk. So this was more about the Tibetan story, which was the second most powerful person. And then for the third story was the Odd Heart, O-U-D-H, Odd Ode. I don't even say Ode. But, and this one, I also wanted to read something off of there. And like I said before, if you want to read the whole stories, down below. And this one, the Reprieve provide free legal help to prisoners around the world to secure each person's right to free trial. In 2008, LUSH first contributed to Reprieve's work by taking part in their Fair Trial My Arse campaign. So that was kind of cool, so I got to learn a little history about that as well. So I really do recommend reading about those stories and really get into, you know, researching these type of products, because to me in LUSH they tend to have a little bit more going on than what meets the eye. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, this had to be done in 2 parts just because of how much was going on. So anyway, I hope to see you guys soon again, because I'll be going to LUSH and be talking more about LUSH. So yay, love LUSH. Bye.